Hi, everybody. It's Friday and it's our weekly wellness chat with Dr. Ellie and Mita, and we're really excited to be with you again. This is our second weekly wellness chat, and today we're going to be talking more about stress and some ideas about stress, some ideas about stress relief, maybe a couple of exercises, things like that. So we're very excited. And, stress is a very big thing in these times, right? We've got a lot of changing times going on. We've got, we had the pandemic, as we mentioned last year. So there's been a lot of stress, and I'm sure there's a lot of stress still floating around. So Ellie and I wanted to address this in our one of our weekly chats. And so that's what we're doing today. And as you know, stress affects everything, mind, body, emotions. It can affect our relationships. It affects our health sometimes and everything. So it's really important to see what you can do every day. Just take a look at what you're doing, who you're with, every day, and see how you can counter those effects. It's there's just little things that you can do to really counter that, and we'll be talking about that today. Ellie, what have you got to say about that?
Hi, good morning, Mita. It's good to be here with you and our friends on Facebook. Yes, I love what you're saying about um, watching every moment. As you were saying that, I kind of dropped into myself, and as I'm thinking about my clients, I'm also thinking about myself. How truly every day seems like a new day that you have to get up and think, how am I going to lead today that is not going to compound the stress
Mm,
that we're feeling globally.
right. And sometimes it can just be a day-to-day thing, right, for some.
That's how I see it, and that's how I work with my clients. Literally, wake up in the morning, think of all the tasks ahead, and think of how am I going to keep myself healthy today? What
Mm-hmm.
are the little things that I'm going to do today to keep me going?
Yeah, so important. And it really does help to keep you on track if you just can do that every day and do some reflection on that. One of the things that I also like to work with my clients and teach my clients is at the end of the day is to, and sometimes you can do it at the beginning of the day too, but at the end of the day, you want to reflect not on what you didn't get done, but you want to reflect on what you did accomplish that day. And you want to maybe write down 3 accomplishments, 3 things that you did that day so that you can feel good about yourself. You can feel good about what you did, and you're not beating yourself up about the things that you didn't do, because that becomes a big stressor. That could be stress right there. So if you can feel good about 3 things that you did, they don't have to be huge things, they can just be little things. If you can feel good about them, that really helps your self-esteem, and it really helps lower your stress. And if you don't mind, Ellie, there's this little paragraph that this woman wrote. I just wanted to read it. Her name's Kate Widener. She's a CEO of an agency in Chicago, and she did a little paragraph on adjust your expectations. So she said, shifting expectations has been the key to keeping my sanity. Those expectations include what I can get done in a day, how well my child will listen, how much effort goes into making dinner, how rational and pragmatic others around me will be, and most of all, an understanding that there is almost no chance everyone in this house and everyone at my company is going to have a good day all at once. So whenever I feel frustrated, I take a deep breath or a quick walk and adjust my expectations. I just thought that was lovely when I read it. It just sort of gives you a feel like, okay, it's not always, roses. This is sometimes a lot of challenges, but so long as what we talked about before, so long as we adjust ourselves a little bit, whether you adjust your expectations or you adjust some of the things that you're going to do or the way you're going to respond, right, Ellie? So long as you're taking those little steps every day.
I agree. I find that some of the things that came easily to me before, some of the things that were just taken for granted before, that was just there, I can't do today, either
Mm.
because I don't have the motivation, or I'm just not feeling so good that day. And with my own children too. My older daughter stopped attending school this year because she couldn't keep up with online schooling. And, every day I found myself wondering how I was going to push her, how I was going to motivate her. And then at some point, I had to stop and say, this is the best that she can handle right now. And as her mother, this is the best that I can do right now, is just to be here. I can't keep pushing her. I can't keep expecting her to do more. And same for myself. Things I used to do before, for example, going out there, giving talks or writing or meeting up with more friends, I find that it has become a lot more challenging. And I find it easier to just sit around the house and just check out or tune out. And at first, I was beating myself up for all that, both as not being a good enough mother and both as not being a good enough professional. And then, as I became more and more aware that this is part of the crisis that we're facing, like you said, I had to adjust my expectations. I had to hold back, step back, and say, for now, this is it. And the small accomplishments that I can make in the day or that my daughter can make during the day is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that it's not going to be like this forever. It's not like I'm giving up. I'm giving up on my daughter. It's just for now, this is what it is.
Right, not creating any more stress or beating yourself up, like you said. There's a saying, and I don't know if I have it right, but it's something like progress, not perfection. So what it's trying to say is it doesn't have to be perfect. It just taking those little steps every day towards your goals or towards whatever it is that you're doing. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a better way to make progress than to have everything to have to be perfect.
And it can't be perfect right now, right?
Mm.
We can't be perfect. Not that we ever were, but it's impossible right now, even if we wanted to. Right now, the world is still struggling with the pandemic. I mean, here in the US, we're just starting to slowly come
Right,
out
we're
now.
starting to come out of it now, which is great. There's a lot of hope, I think, and a lot of progress, and so we're looking forward to that. Um, I don't know if this is a good place to do it. Would you like me to just, I have a little exercise on the ears I thought that we could do.
For
So this
stress
is,
management.
but yes, for stress relief, and it's a couple of very easy ones. So this is very calming. So if you take your index fingers on both sides, or if you just want to do one side and relax your elbow on the table, I'm going to do both. And again, you could relax both elbows on the table if you want,
Yeah.
and start to sort of, there's which way am I turning there? There. This is on where the ear meets the face, and you just slowly on that place where the whole front of the ear meets the face, slowly start at the top and slowly bring your fingers down like that. And again, just very slowly.
Oh,
And,
that feels really good.
yeah, and you can try this while you're watching. So I'm going to stop talking so you can do it very slowly, and I'll stop talking for a minute. And it's even good to close your eyes while you're doing it, because that sort of gives the even the better effect, right? So you can do this a few times. Just make sure you do it slowly so that you're really getting the effect. Slow down your breathing a bit, close your eyes, that kind of a thing.
Feels wonderful.
Yeah, it's very relaxing, that one. And then also on the ears is another easy one. And if I turn here, I might show you on my ear, actually. It might be easier to show you. Look at my ear. So all you're going to do is over here are the spinal cord reflexes, and you're just going to start about 3/4 of the way up, and you're just going to go in and you're going to very slowly unfurl them from the inside to the outside like this.
Ooh.
Very slowly, put your finger in and then unfurl it slowly, 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 slowly. And make your way down slowly, 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 slowly. And you do it on your ears. You just want to do it very slowly.
Can we do this on our partner and
Yeah, sure,
kids?
sure. It's really good. Now, also, I find relaxing. It's not really in the books that I've trained, but I find it relaxing to do that same thing on my lobes, because the lobes are where a lot of the head points and face points are. And I like to just, and actually right where the face meets that lobe, this is where you want to go down here slowly, just like you did on the face.
Wow, it feels really good.
Yeah. Because it's also the jaw and everything right around there and helping that relax a bit. So that point right there, that's a really good point.
I can see people sitting in meetings on Zoom,
Right.
and
Because you,
just doing
yes.
this as you're
And
sitting.
this one particularly, they can't really tell what you're doing.
Exactly.
This one here, which is right sort of where the lobe meets the face, and you're just going down, you can just be doing that. Although you don't want to get too sleepy in the meeting, right? But those are for some very simple things you can do. So if you find yourself getting wound up in the day, or a little stressed, just take that few minutes. It just takes a few minutes a day to just check in and do something to change yourself so that you can keep going and keep going in a better way.
Lovely. I love it.
And Ellie and I would love to answer any of your questions, right, Ellie? So please put any of the questions you have below this video, or of course you can contact us. But we'd love to have some questions below this video and see what kinds of things that you're working with and dealing with, so that we can answer them, and maybe we can even have a weekly wellness chat on one of the subjects one day. So we would love that. Anything else you'd like to add, Ellie?
No, I think this has been a nice intro of our work, and I like the format of just us talking casually and then having people join in at some point.
Right, and we had sort of that extra theme of stress today, and next week we'll probably have another different theme, right?
Mhm.
And there's always stress is pretty much with all the themes, so we may wind that into our other themes, but we'll probably have a different theme next week, so look forward to it. And we're signing off. Ellie, bye.